Shall we begin, madam?
Yes, sir.
Dear participants, good evening everyone. A warm and deep welcome to the final day of our 5-day faculty development program on revolutionizing digital content curation and access, organized by Library Committee, Research Committee, and GVN College exclusive multidisciplinary research journal, Journal of Inventive and Scientific Research Studies. So over the past 4 days, we have explored various facets of digital curation, gaining valuable insights from our esteemed speakers. As we step into the conclusion session, let us make the most of this learning experience and carry forward the knowledge we have acquired. Before we begin today's session, I take this opportunity to invite Dr. Sugandhi, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science, to deliver the welcome address.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everyone. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the fifth and final day of our 5-day faculty development program on revolutionizing digital content curation and access. On behalf of Venkataswamy Naidu College and the Research Committee and Library Committee and JISRS SFC, I extend my warmest greeting to our esteemed speaker, Dr. Sri Balakrishnan sir, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science, Christ, deemed to the University, Bangalore. Sir, we are honored to have you with us today to enlighten us on the topic of AI tools in research. Welcome, sir. I would also like to extend a special welcome to all the distinguished faculty members, researchers, and the participants joining us from various colleges and institutions. Your presence and the enthusiasm for learning made this FDP is a truly valuable experience. A heartfelt appreciation goes to my FDP organizing team members whose dedication and hard work have made this event a grand success. Your commitment to excellence has ensured that each session has insightful, engaging, and impactful. Over the past 4 days, we have explored various aspects of digital content curation, access strategies, and the emerging technologies in academic and research. Today, we conclude this enriching journey. We delve into the transformative role of artificial intelligence in research, a topic that holds immense significance of today's digital age. Dr. Balakrishnan sir's expertise in this field will undoubtedly provide us with valuable knowledge and practical application. I once again extend a warm welcome to all of you. Let us make the most of the session and gain valuable insights into AI tools in research. Thank you and wishing you all on the enlightening session. Welcome you all.
And dear participants, thank you, madam. Dear participants, we have a distinguished guest with us today. And I invite Ms. Jayapriya, Assistant Professor, Department of Electronics, to introduce our guest.
Good evening, one and all. It is my privilege to introduce our eminent chief guest, Dr. C. Balakrishnan, an esteemed academician and researcher in the field of computer science. Dr. Balakrishnan currently serves as Associate Professor at the Department of Computer Science, School of Sciences, Christ, deemed to the University, Bangalore, Yeshwanthpur, Karnataka. He also served as the PG Department Placement Coordinator and ITSC coordinator, contributing significantly to academic and institutional excellence. With an impressive 20 years of experience in teaching and research, Dr. Balakrishnan has made substantial contributions to data learning, IoT, virtual reality, augmented reality, and NoSQL database systems. His research extends to digitalizing cultural heritage, evident in his role as project coordinator for an ICSSR funded research project. A prolific scholar, Dr. Balakrishnan has published over 50 research papers in reputed journals and conferences, with over 10 indexed in Scopus, Web of Science, and ESPA databases. Additionally, he has authored 5 books and holds multiple Indian and international patents. His contributions to academics have been recognized through several awards, including the India Prime Under Research Award. Beyond research, Dr. Balakrishnan has been instrumental in ITSC activities, NAC accreditations, and academic curriculum development. His expertise in AI automation and digital technologies makes him a perfect resource person for today's session. It is indeed an honor to have Dr. C. Balakrishnan with us today. We eagerly look forward to his insights and expertise. Sir, over to you.
Balakrishnan sir, take over the session.
Ma'am, thank you so much, ma'am. And sir, over to you, sir.
Hope I am audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And thank you very much for the nice introduction. Thank you very much for the organizers, authorities of the college for inviting me and having me this fine evening on this platform. So today I'm not going to discuss very newer things or something. Maybe what kind of tools we can use to assist our researchers. So when we are talking about this kind of matters, we always think there is a dilemma. Okay, whether we have to have this kind of tools, AI tools. AI tools obviously it is going to suppress our originality and something they will be filling, and we should not use the AI tools and something. So what I'm here suggest you is we need not to ban the matter. So we try to plan the matter and we try to exploit the matter. Okay, for the cause of goodness, we can utilize the AI tools. There is nothing wrong in it, but we should not, make the AI tools to suppress our originality and creativity and our kind of matters. So, so this is a kind of intention behind this particular topic. So there are the world is going, very speedy manner. So we have to be more adaptive and have to be more strengthened our matter. Because so nowadays, as a researcher, you know very well nowadays so much of things are coming, like plagiarism and revoking of papers from journal and other indexing agencies and something. So then where and all it's coming from. So it's all because of this AI or particularly generative AI. I'm not telling that this type of tool leads to more plagiarism or AI-driven text or something. Recently, we come across one particular Turnitin report. That is when we submitted an article to journal, we got some less than 10% AI generated content. Okay, so and after the review process and something, they did one similarity check on their end with the same tool. But they they said that were article having 90% AI generated content. So we got surprised. Then we asked that particular publisher to send that particular report. We found that you all know there are generative content or taken from web or something. And lastly, they mentioned reference from taken from student submitted reports. Student submitted reports means, and that too from somewhere in the European university. And this kind of matters are happening right now. So this and that is because of one day one side the people are telling we should not use AI or generative AI, and the other side the same people are using AI or generative AI to validate our content. So better we can utilize the tools and we can exploit the scientific development, and we can escape from this kind of last minute issues, because we cannot still rely on Google Scholar or many other databases to check whether there is a kind of same kind of research happened or not. So no one can predict that is this same kind of wavelength or research idea may happen anywhere in the world, any corner in the world. So there may be the chance of the same kind of research idea or research outcome or something. Unless otherwise we have an extensive search of other things, it is not feasible. Because as mentioned, they told students submitted work. Student submitted work means it's not indexed. It is not approved somewhere. Because you know very well the UGC having the kind of concept called circuit for submitting our thesis and other things. Kind of repository may be available in the particular university. So once they upload, it will be in the public domain, that is internet domain. Kind of words or concept are the same kind of references they may use. Because of that, we got higher amount of similarity report. So why I'm telling all these things, we should not plan everything by blindly. We have to plan ourselves. We must be ready to tackle this kind of situations. That is why I'm telling. And one more advantage of this generative AI or AI kind of things, there is a possibility of reducing our work, so that in the same time we can spend our quality time with our family, with our some other official commitments or personal commitments. Even we can spend some time to write another article or something. So what I'm trying to say is we have to make a plan. We must have a plan to utilize this particular thing in a very fruitful manner. This is what my suggestion. Maybe the organizers, since I am presenting, I cannot, get the comments or questions or something. Whenever there is any question or something, you just ask me and you just tell me the thing. So this is one thing.
Sure.
Whenever you have the doubt that dear participants, just utilize the chat box. Finally, I will try to address, or otherwise, in between the organizers will allow. Okay. So first, I think I can tell you something about AI tools for drawing. That is mostly it is better to use this Miro AI. Miro AI, there is no separate thing. Miro only the tool, and we have some AI elements in the particular thing. So there we can create a very good, impressive diagrams, so that we can reduce the time. I can show you some particular thing. maybe I think my mirror screen is visible, right? So here, for example, if I want to draw a flow chart, I'm also using the free version. There is a upgraded version. It's also very less amount only, so you can utilize. Or otherwise, you can use this thing. May I know how many already used the mirror? How many used in the mirror? Can I have some thumbs? Okay. If it is new, no issues. And okay. So okay. So very few people. Okay, fine. So here in the screen, this is the Miro application. This is not an A application initially. They recently added this A element here. We can very simply draw the flow diagrams and other things. Maybe I can tell you some thing like flow chart outtake. This flow chart outtake. So this kind of thing we can create. So here you can utilize this kind of thing for giving your document thing, and here you can edit the content. For example, this is start and okay. Okay, there's the process or process one, process two, a kind of thing we can use. So it's all depends upon your requirement or something. So then finally you can convert it to a requirement. The advantage of this mirror is you can the scalability is better. Scalability in the sense you can add any number of elements. There is no limit, and you can zoom in, zoom out. So many newer things also available. So this is manually we can draw. Like this thing, I can draw generative something. So here I am using this thing. Mind map also we can draw, and here diagram we can draw. And I hope so. The number of computer science people, so even business people also knows this ER diagram, UML class or UML sequence or something. I'm going to take this flowchart. So what you are supposed to do, this star-like symbol, like create with A, and here select the flowchart, and here you describe the flowchart. So what I'm going to generate the flowchart of software engineering phases. So we all know there are some phases like requirement gathering and analysis, design and coding and testing and deployment. So how it is going to give that's so it's generating. So that's all. So it's so simple. So this is what we are going to draw. This is what we are going to draw, and we can change. Actually, if you want to change, then you can double click and you can change this particular thing and so many things. For example, here, if we want to reduce size, that is possible. So it's a editable thing only. But only thing is the time taken to create this particular framework is a little easier. So you can very well change the design also. For example, initially what is going to happen, requirement gathering, then design, then implementation. Instead of implementation, I can write as coding. Okay, instead of implementation, coding. Then coding, then coding to testing. If testing fails, then again coding. Then again testing our thing. Then once it is passed, deployment, and it is maintenance. If there is any update, back to coding and testing. If it fails, then back to coding, like that. You understand, no? Then if there is no update, we will end up this process. So kind of easiness we can. So for example, if I require some half an hour or 1 hour to develop the framework, so I can very easily, limit the time so that I can utilize the time in a different aspect or something. Okay, so this is what we call it as easiness or something. So here I am not, copying, or I am not, just testing the idea or something. I can reduce my time. I can reduce my energy. So if I want to beautify, I can beautify. But it all depends upon my idea. So this is possible. And if you want to bold or something, that also possible. Okay, and increasing the font size or something, or very pleasing colors or something. So everything is possible, but the only thing is the framework is ready. Framework is ready to for in just a second or something. So it's all this process. So Miro is a very good application. So anything. For example, if you wants to business thing, you try this thing. And this is also like the prompt engineering. So the more detail if you give in the prompt, it will give you a better results. I'm just telling you a very simple case. Then finally you can upload as make it as create a frame, and once you create a frame, you can make it as a downloadable thing, or save as template or something, and just copy and paste it in your presentation or in your paper or something. You can align into a vertical if you are using something. So this and all possible. Anything is possible. So if you give any kind of prompt, if the prompt is okay, then you will get a better thing. Okay, for example, again I'm giving. Can I have some prompt in the text box? So that also check. I don't know. Can anyone type a prompt in the text box so that we'll try to find a thing. Can I wait for a minute?
Yes, sir.
Just type in the whatever the flow chart if you want to create, then just type. Let's try. Okay, I think there is not. Maybe at your end you just try. I'll move on this. Okay, and few more things I put, diagram GPT and Lucid Chat or Microsoft Visio, eDraw Max, Merimite Chart or Canva. Canva is the general thing we know very well for creating posters and other things. But Canva also we can draw things, and the Canva also supports all the things are supports this Lucid Chart or Microsoft Visio. These and all gives better three-dimensional thing and so on. So this particular AI tool we take summarize this take this will summarize your video if you are giving any URL or if you are giving any other videos, it will give a summarization. I will demonstrate one very good tool at the end by Google. So this is also very good option. And this is another YouTube summarizer. This will put video link here. Then it will summarize. Both are good in this particular thing. So one is this particular thing here. Choose the size of your summary is better. Okay. If you want a short summary, if you want a middle level summary, or if you want a very long summary, that is better. Here it will summarize, just it will summarize. Here you can limit the length of your summary. So this is also very good tool. You can summarizer.com. And this Speed.ai, I think somebody may know this particular thing. We can create videos. So ultimately we need to showcase our matters. Maybe students would like this kind of thing. It will give you a kind of framework or small prototype of your ideas in your video, so that you can improvise all these things. And this chat PDF.com, for example, if you want to a chat on a PDF. I'll tell you a better tool also, but this is a little cheaper and this is little easier. What I'm going to tell, there is a subscription model that you will get better results, but this will be very useful. And it chat PDF.com. You just drop your PDF and then you will get some analysis about the particular. You can chat on that, like give me the introduction and give me the conclusion, like that. But it is very limited, but very handy in the beginners and some other thing. And GPT0.me, this is kind of plagiarism checker. It's not a exact Turnitin or some other tools, but we can detect how much the particular thing is, I mean, AI detected or human generated or something. Okay? So we can somewhat understand how this kind of matters are going on and something. So or any one sample text it will give, then it will check the origin. Origin means whether it came from GPU, ChatGPT, or whether it came from God, or whether it came from human, whether it came from AI plus human. Somewhat you can understand your text, whether it is related to any thing or any references or something. So you can somewhat avoid the similarity. Maybe this may be useful for students. From the organizers came to know few are asking their students' perspective. So this because ATS friendly resumes are very, very important. Kind of resume.com. It will create a resume ATS and impress impress ATS resumes. So with this, end up this particular thing. I will move on to the explaining a demo thing. So this flow chart, I will maybe I will take this particular flow chart first. Flow chart for library automation. Generate a flow chart for library automation. I will try. Let's check. So kind of small idea diagram it gave. User enters library, search for book and book available. If available, for a book or no reserve book, then check out. While returning, you can return the process, return no book or renew or extract, and finally end the process. So a small perspective diagram we can get. So we can improvise later, or we can add a few elements. We can modify some elements or something. So somewhat we can think. Flow chart. Yes, madam. We can get some base idea and we can improvise. Integrates the system, the structure. For Okay, do you want this for flowchart? A in smart agriculture integrates a system. We'll try. I don't think, okay, it's you. Nice. Flowchart. So it starts and use assistive AI, automate farm operations, optimize productivity, use generative AI, manual operations, so like that. So we'll get some base. So based on this, we can generate our own model or we can modify something. So at time we can little bit save. So this is the most important thing of generative AI. Here, surely we are not copying from any other things and we only generated the prompt is ours. So the diagram will get some more clarity and once we get some reference, our mind will work something for them. Okay, we will move on to the yes, we can use concept map also. I didn't try so far. Maybe here, mind map here. Okay. Here the same thing I do. Mind map to create look video for explaining the evolution of food development. Just randomly I will give it my map. Let's check. Okay, it gives some mind map also. So just maybe it gives better mind map. So evolution of web development, introduction. These are all the topics we are supposed to cover. Definition of web development, importance of understanding, evolution, overview of video structure, maybe for 2 minutes, and static websites, definition and characteristics, HTML and CSS basics, limitations of static websites, like that. So actually we can modify. That is our thing, backend development. For example, with this we can go ahead with the kind of hope I answer this. Possible. So many things. Is it possible to include animation? No. Actually, that is our thing. Maybe Canva is better. So we have to import this, diagram into Canva, and it is possible for animation. Is there any AI for figuring out or I explain the statistical report generated from Excel or any other apps? Sorry, ma'am, I didn't try that one. Maybe if I know, then I will pass it through the analysis. So I have used Photoshop, plant cleaner and mermaid images, but the review said AI generated images. What we can do, sir? Maybe in this case, so once you get the idea, you just try to change the matters, ma'am. The thing is, maybe the AI algorithm or similarly checking tools, the algorithm is developed to find the kind of patterns. It's not a great innovation. Actually, they will try to find the pattern of your diagrams and the pattern of your words and other things. Maybe, for example, if you are putting this prompt with this particular thing in GPT, it will give a very professional thing. So that is why they can very easily understand But if you are putting your own efforts, what I'm saying, I'm not going to suggest or I'm not going to advocate all generative AI tools can be used without any restrictions or something. We can utilize the generative AI tools to understand the concept of this is how we have to generate or this is how we have to present. Then you apply your thing. Instead of spending 4 hours, you can spend 40 minutes. This is what my idea. So I'll move on to the next topic. Maybe that is more interesting. I'll take this size space. How many of you worked in size space? Now it is called as type set. How many of you worked in size space? I'll put this particular thing. Now it's called as type set.io. Earlier it's called as size space. Okay, size space. Okay, there are very less number of participants. So this is a very handy platform for the research outputs. So here also generative AI is working this particular thing. But what I am suggesting here also, do not expect the AI tools to write our paper or something. So it is better to utilize that tool for speed up the process. For example, can I have some only one research question? Maybe if you are asking, I will put only the computer science kind of thing. Any other faculty members is there. So if you want to explore a particular idea, can I have one particular question so that let's explore in the particular any one scenario or any one research idea. A small restrict kind of phrase. Wait for 30 seconds. So otherwise, I'll go into computer science.
And sir, I need some clarification. So actually, students, they download source and even they started using AI. They download everything and they submit it as a research paper. And when it comes to AI plagiarism check, it shows that 99% or 90% is plagiarized.
Yes, sir.
And how could we tell them that this content can be modified or corrected without AI deduction?
Sir, the answer is very simple. They have to sync and do. There is no other, way. Like, so I got the topic. I'll use this impact of AI education. I will answer the question, sir. So there is no other generally AI to humanize this particular. Even there are few tools in the market. For subscription pattern or free pattern also humanizing the content. So that never works. So my idea is you can speed up the process. I never advocate the use of GPTs, either DeepSpeak or what's it, ChatGPT or Crew or any other thing for generating the content. Instead, what I'm telling, you can rewrite the content after referring this kind of GA tools. Okay, maybe these days or apart from plagiarism, there is AI content creating that reflects and resembles. That is what I told in the beginning. When we submitted, it shows 5% or less than 5%. After review process, they told 19% or 20%. They told that is kind of a student submitted work. I forgot to bring that way report. Otherwise, I will get this particular. I'll take this question. Maybe impact of AI in education. This question. Okay. So if you want to explore what are the kind of question or what are the recent developments happening in this particular thing, we subscribed from our lab. Actually, in our ISSR project in the lab, we subscribe, but unsubscription model also will work. For example, impact of AI in education. So here some questions are suggested. How does the integration of AI in education impact student learning outcomes and academic performance? Kind of. So it will suggest our research idea. So the impact of AI in education is a generic. What is your research perspective? What are the potential benefits and limitations of using AI-powered adaptive learning systems in educational settings? First one is impact on student learning and outcome and academic performance. Second one is AI-powered adaptive learning. So we will get some idea. Oh, this is a new area. Okay, this kind of thing we can. And another thing is AI-based personalized learning environments improve student engagement. So first one is learning outcome. Second one is adaptive learning systems. Third one is engagement and motivation. So what we are doing in the without generative AI, we'll put something, then we will go to Google Scholar, we will understand some research papers if there is interest, then we are doing the same thing, but having some the power of AI. For example, I am very much interested in adaptive learning kind of thing. So I can rewrite my prompt, then this the magic happens. Okay, so it will not give you the research idea or something. Here, if you are using a free version, it will suggest 10 papers. If you are using a paid version, it will suggest. If you are using free version, it will suggest 5 papers maximum. If you are using paid version, it will suggest 10 papers. What is the beauty is finally we will get some comparison or kind of analysis on that particular. For example, this is the most relevant thing because the sort by I put relevance. Here citation count also I can put. For example, if I put citation count, then it will rewrite. So this paper having the more citations in this particular book. So this particular. So having this citation. So more citation, which means 122 citations that we are having. So this particular thing. And the biggest thing is, it will give you a summary of all 10 papers. That is another thing. For example, thing is here, API paragraph you can use, or you can use numbered thing. For example, if I change numbered thing, it will change to number. So you can read it, you can spend some time to understand the flow of the pattern. So where the similarity index is more means, if I copy the entire content and I put it in my paper, there only my problem starts. Here what I am suggesting, I need not to spend hours and hours to filter or find the papers. So based on the citation count, 1 and 120, another is 36, another is 50. So kind of thing. Maybe relevance if I put then relevance based on the relevance, based on the newest first, based on the alphabetical order. It will keep. So where the problem comes when I copy the entire matter and put it in my paper. So this is the thing. So my 10 papers are analyzed and it gives a kind of similarity also. The first paper or something. So I can directly go the first paper or I can directly come out here. And the insights, what is the insight? So the potential benefit of AI powered adaptive learning. So these are all insights where so we can create columns also. For example, I just want to know future research for that particular paper. Then it will generate future research in this particular paper. What is the future? The future research should focus on the long-term impacts of AI-powered adaptive learning systems and so on. So kind of exploration I can do. Finally, I'll get all this thing. And then some research questions also available, so that I can spend some. I can spend more time. Maybe only PDF available matters will generate. So what are the papers having the PDF? That one only top 10 papers based on the relevance. Yes, okay. So this is having the PDF, and we can export it to Excel or CSV or XML file or something, and we can save it in a particular notebook. Because if I am saving into a notebook, it will store. For example, this notebook. So I have to say also this. So for example, if I am putting this here, here I am so this is the summarized abstract or something. Then finally, I am having the references in the APA format. This is another advantage, so that you need not to format your citations or references into a kind of format. Here, if you want to change the thing, but also possible. So, kind of easiness we can import like this. So again, another very important thing is I like this particular pages. For example, if I want to chat on a particular PDF or something, then I can. So I take this thing. So I need to store it there. Now my PDF is ready to chat on this particular thing. So, for example, here general summary or something. So, what is the research time? What is the research? So, if I give, then it will suggest this is the research finding. So, when I copy the same content, then only I will get something. Okay. Key research findings are the athlete movement analysis, integration of YOLO V8 model or something. So I need not to spend a huge amount of time to understand all these things and so on. So I can spend little time on something. What is the data set used? So it will give you the exact data set. Okay, this photo data set is used, and the sports video data set is used. The specialized sports data set is used, such as LSP and something. So these are all the things. So I can, I need not to spend the time to understand all these things. Okay. And I think time is very less. So I quickly move on to the final tool. I just want to tell. Okay, all these top 10 articles are paid or free articles. That is, we cannot say now. Few are paid, few are free. And the topics are very broad. We need to contain the objective for our yes, exactly, ma'am. Exactly, sir. So we can use this kind of thing. So how many of you use the notebook, ma'am? Notebook, like Google. How many of you use notebook, ma'am? Can I have some thumbs up or something? Shall I proceed with notebook, ma'am? Yeah, thank you. Yes. So So this notebook LM is a very useful tool by the people. Very recent tool. Maybe very limited people only knows this particular thing. I can tell once, last 2 months back only they introduced this notebook LM. It's Google service. So if your institution having the Google Plus or something, or if you are having Google One, then this is a very handy thing. I will tell you very superb matter. Okay, so I have something. Maybe one day a meeting happened. Okay, one day meeting happened with our university. So what we did is we just I just recorded that particular video through Google Meet or something, and I put that particular not Google Meet. Just I recorded over phone. So over phone I recorded the conversation or something. That I uploaded. For the sake of time, I didn't explore all these things. So you can add a source, that is a PDF or MP3 or Google Drive, a link. Maximum 50 source you can upload. The advantage of this thing, it will not go beyond whatever the sources you added. It will search only with the sources. So the GPTs and size space or type say, that and all, it will never ask you the source. It will open, it will go beyond your imagination, and it will run through the internet or some other thing. So just I added two things, add source or something. Then I can prompt. That is, I can prompt, for example, what is the conclusion? What are the conclusions of the meeting? That's all. So these are all the conclusions, main points and conclusions from the meeting now. So this is what we discussed, and this is what it is going to be. Like aims to collaborate with the Vice University or something. So that time maybe it will give more elaborate thing and so on. So it will give some other additional thing from the sources available. Okay, so it's a very handy tool. So for example, if you want to summarize any YouTube to your students or some other thing, it is very handy tool. And for example, the beauty is not ends here. It is having another thing called interactive mode. Okay. Okay. If you are unable to share the voice, so that I can, the thing is, whatever the sources you added, the two avatar will be created by the Google, and the avatar will interact on the particular sources. Just someone can tell whether you are able to hear the sound. Yes, sir. You are hearing no, not my voice, this voice. Are you hearing two persons are interacting?
No, sir. Only
No.
your voice is
Wait. I will stop. I will present one particular thing. And just. So,
into this.
Okay, lay it on me.
First up, we've got a press release announcing the launch of the museum's website.
Cool.
It gives us a glimpse into their mission and some of the incredible artifacts they've got.
Sounds promising.
Oh, but wait, there's more. We also have
Can
this
we-
audio recording at a meeting
A meeting.
between the staff and faculty from
So what is happening?
India.
So I added two sources. I'm not really getting the text or summary or something. I can question or something. Or otherwise, I can put it on my headset and I can do some other work. So I can hear they're discussing about the sources.
So what were they meeting about?
Well, they were talking about a possible collaboration, and their conversation is packed with insights about preserving this unique history.
So it's not just about the technology itself.
The
Not
thing
at all.
is not
They're really
ends here.
human
I
side
can
of
join in this
stories,
conversation. I just
here,
imagine
programmers,
how
the
they are
bringing this back.
creating this
Right, so
book.
before we get into all of that, we're like, oh wait, somebody wants to join. Hey, go for it.
Yeah, hi. May
Oh, like what?
I know what is
That's
the
a good question. What exactly are you curious about?
I think I know where you're going with this.
Okay, tell me.
Maybe you want us to talk. Yeah,
what is the role of data in this particular collaboration?
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah, how does data come into play here?
Well, from what I gather, data is absolutely central.
I'd say you're right.
Okay, let's unpack this.
The museum itself is a treasure trove of data, right?
Exactly. They've got artifacts, documents, interviews,
All sorts of information about this overlooked history.
and this collaboration with Christ University, it's all about adding to that data.
It's about filling in the gaps.
Just tell me what kind of contributions of Christ University?
I'm glad you asked.
Yeah, what are they bringing to the table?
Well, one of the main things is their location.
Being in India,
Exactly.
as the data art people said, they don't have a lot of data on India,
The university can help fill in the gaps.
so data-wise,
They can collect artifacts
conduct interviews.
and provide something else.
What's that?
That cultural perspective.
How culture, tradition, and technology intersect.
Something the faculty are keen to explore.
Okay, I think. Okay. And one more thing, maybe another tab I open. Maybe not only this kind of meetings, I can utilize this kind of. It's free only. It's free. As of now, it's free. I don't know when they will make it. This beta version of it's roll out, and I can tell you one more. What about the regional language? No. The conversational regional language will be with so the English now they are having. Maybe I will come back to this. I will share my screen. How it may be useful for the research perspective. Now, can I take another 2 minutes?
Yes, sir, you can, sir. Yes, sir, you proceed, sir.
2 minutes, please.
No problem,
So
sir.
this air quality management or integration for education environment. So I added 4 papers, 4 articles. In that I can ask a question like what are the data sets? What are the air pollutants? Focused. So what are the air pollutant focus? So I put the 4 papers. So it gives me a clear idea. Air quality index is the concentrations. What are the pollutants? Particulate matter, 10 or 2.5, all ultrafine particles. It gives me some more thing, and also it gives me which source this particular point is taken from. So just imagine how much time I need to spend for reading all these 4 papers or 50 papers. Here I cannot copy and paste everything. So I get some more clarity. Gases, so carbon monoxide. These are not used to table, take data, we used to write in a paper, or we used to put it in a table, and so much of things. As a researcher, you know, I know better what I'm trying to say. So this thing, and here, what are the papers it is giving, and how ozone is and VVOC is not. What is the thing? And which area speaks about VVOC and something. Even I can tell what are the IoT sensors used. There are 4 sources, and it will give me a clarity. Okay, so these are all the sensors they used. IAQ data collection and what are the things, and these are all the components of IoT sensor devices. So I got some clarity on something. Even I can, make an audio or generate, and I can participate in the conversation. Such a cool thing is this. Okay, so this is the thing. So you just explore where this very good thing. And is Balamurugan sir, do you have anything to ask? Balamurugan sir? Yes.
Balamurugan sir, just unmute your mic.
I think there is no question. Any other question? Should I go? Thank you, Dr. Mother. And it's a very new, trendy concept. Thank you very much. And if there is no questions, once again I thank the organizers and the members over here, our very patient president.
Thank you, sir. Very excellent section. Thank you. Saravana Silvakumar, sir.
Yes, madam, I'm here.
Uh,
And dear participants, if there is no question and we come to the close of the 5-day program. So we don't have any questions, so we formally close it.
Balamurugan sir just raised the hand, but unmute.
Yes.
Sir, Balamurugan sir, just unmute your mic and then ask the question. Or type your questions in message box.
So I just gave my
Yes.
email ID. So just use to connect with you or some other clarification if you want. Surely I will respond to the email.
So thank you, sir.
Thank you.
As we conclude the 5-day faculty development program on revolutionizing digital content, curation and access, it is my privilege to extend heartfelt gratitude to all those who have contributed to making this event a grand success. First and foremost, I extend my sincere gratitude to our Secretary Dr. B. Mahendran for his continuous motivation and encouragement, which made this FDP possible. A special thanks to our principal, Ma'am Dr. M. Subbalakshmi, for her guidance in organizing this event. So your constant support has been instrumental in shaping this program. I would also like to express my deep appreciation to our director, Dr. G. Venkataswamy sir, for providing us with a platform to explore and engage in meaningful discussions on digital content curation. A heartfelt thanks to our esteemed resource persons who have enlightened us with their valuable insight and expertise over the past 5 days. Dr. S. Manjula, Assistant Professor, Ramco Institute of Technology, Rajapalayam, for her informative session on AI tool for e-content development, which helped us understand the role of AI in creating effective digital content. And we express our gratitude to Mr. Sugumar Subburaj, software architect and industry expert, for his engaging session on AI agents, where he provided us with a deeper understanding of how AI-driven agents are revolutionizing various industries. And we are thankful to Mrs. Dr. B. Vijayalakshmi, Assistant Professor from Ramco Institute of Technology, for her session on digital content curation techniques, which offer valuable strategies for curating and managing digital content effectively. And we are thankful to Dr. I. Getsi Agila Purnima, Assistant Professor, for her insightful presentation on experimental learning, emphasizing innovative approaches to enhance the learning experience. And we are also thankful, we express our gratitude to Dr. C. Balakrishnan, Associate Professor, Department of Computer Science, School of Science, Christ University, Bangalore, for his enlightening session on AI tools in research, where he highlighted the transformative role of AI in modern education. We are truly grateful for your time, expertise, and commitment to enriching our learning experience. I also extend my sincere thanks to the faculty members and researchers from neighboring institutions who took the time to join us and making this FDP a collaborative and knowledge sharing platform. Your participation added immense value to our discussions. A special note of appreciation to the faculty members of GVN College for their active involvement and contribution. Your enthusiasm and support have played a crucial role in the success of this program. I would also like to acknowledge the efforts of the organizing committee, the library committee, research committee, and JISRS team, and everyone who worked behind the scenes to ensure the smooth execution of this 5-day event. Finally, our bounteous appreciation goes to all the participants for your keen interest, engagement, and enthusiasm throughout this FTP. So your active participation has made this learning journey meaningful and enriching. So with that, we officially conclude our 5-day FTP and wishing you all continued success in your academic and professional endeavor. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you all.
Audience, who are interested to give your feedback, welcome.
And audience, it's time to share your feedback. And I will share, within a minute, I will share the feedback link in the chat box.
Yes, sir, it was a wonderful session. We never had such a chance to know about AI tools. Really, it was interesting and useful for all of us. We thank you so much for that.
So thank you so much, madam. Thank you so much, madam.
Thank you, ma'am. Any of the others?
Okay, heartfelt congratulations and thanks to the sir. First of all, that's the you had organized. I want to add some points in it, there, sir. First of all, there is some of the tools we already don't know about it, but due to your this FDP, we are familiar with their tools and we are applicable their tools in our research as well as in our academic performance, and which is helpful to the student. And nice, first of that is nice coordination. And thank you, sir. Special thanks to you for your nice coordination. And I was highly impressed toward you, sir, that you are the teacher of the English. And that's
Yes.
Happiness for me, sir. And thank you, the entire team, the madam and entire team, all the 5 research person for such nice presentation, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. It's our pleasure. And dear participants, once we receive all the PPTs, everything will be shared through Google Drive. And give us one more week and your certificates will be get ready. So we are working on it and we will share all your certificates through Google Drive. And please fill the feedback attendance form carefully. So your name, designation, everything will be reflected in your certificate. So please do take utmost care in filling out the feedback form. And the link will be activated for 3 hours. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for all.
And I share the feedback link again. And once you complete once you fill in the form, and we can leave. And tell me whether it's completed and I will close it. So thank you for joining. Thank you. Ma'am, thank you so much, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Ma'am, thank you, madam.